Hi there Aquarius, welcome to your reading for February 2025. I am going to start with the astrological forecast for the month of February before we get into the tarot reading. If you're not interested in this, please have a look in the description box down below, because that's when I will post when the tarot reading actually starts, so have a look there. Jumping straight into the astrological events of the month, we have a conjunction of both the moon and Saturn, and we also have a conjunction of the moon and Venus on the 1st of February. The conjunction of moon and Saturn might bring a sense of emotional isolations, feelings of loneliness, sadness, or lack of emotional fulfillment. The moon is a planet of emotions, and Saturn is a planet of structure and discipline. And it would be a great time to have a look at how your structure is impacting your emotions and vice versa. It's all about emotional challenges and growing from them or with them. Make sure life demands are not weighing you down too much, but if they are, take a look at what you can do about it to realign yourself. We also have the conjunction of the moon and Venus, and that can bring a sense and a blend of beauty, emotional depth, financial ease, but also challenges in relationships and emotional stability. We're going to look at, collectively, we're going to have a look at creativity, security, beauty and pleasure, and emotion will come in touch with pleasure, but we might want to combine this with some discipline, since Saturn is also dancing with the moon at the same time. The moon will also be in the sign of Pisces at this time, a highly intuitive sign that is literally represented by duality. You have the two fish swimming in opposite direction. So we might actually really benefit from swimming deep into our own waters and our own subconscious and really connecting with ourselves. The moon will be at its closest point to Earth on the 2nd of February in Aries, which probably will reignite a little flame within us to make sure that we get the things that we need done before the full moon is fully here. Jupiter is coming out of retrograde in Gemini on the 4th of February. It has been a period of introspection and reassessments. We have been considering past decisions and had time to reflect on our spiritual values along with our moral values. And Jupiter is a planet of principles, growth, expansion, adventure, healing, good fortune and miracles. So we can really expect to cash in properly from the introspection that and the time that we've been giving ourselves for introspection since Jupiter went into retrograde. So this period has been really asking us to look within and is starting to move in our favor once more. We have the full moon in Leo on the 12th of February. We want to be seen, we want to celebrate, we want to embrace the unique ways we shine. We want to get in touch with our inner child and have a sense of childlike wonder. See where you can feel and behave and step into that natural leader that you are. And it's also time for not quitting on yourself and have some friendly competitions to drive us a bit forward. Venus energy will be quite prominent in the month of February, and it's going to be its brightest on February 16th. So we have seen Venus in the sky throughout January to and from, but it will be at its absolute brightest on February 16th. Mars retrograde ends in Cancer on the 24th of February. Motivation will return. A period of feeling tired and exhausted will end. Mars is ruling our personal energy, so will ask us to check our own energies so it's not damaging or draining before a new fresh period of action can actually begin. What has been stalled is slowly starting to move again, and with it brings new awareness of our own limitations, our priorities, and the ability to nurture ourselves. We have the Sun entering Pisces on the 19th of February. It is a time for healing, engaging in spiritual practices, creative projects, letting go of the past, and preparing for a new astrological new year, which will begin once the Sun enters Aries by the end of March. On the 20th of February, we also have the new moon in Pisces, and we will have both the Sun and the moon propelling us into the month of March. It's going to encourage us to reflect of the importance of surrendering, to go with the flow. It might encourage us to look at where our opposing forces in life can actually become one, to join these forces and to go forward, but with both of them, not choosing, but integrating the dark and the light, or however you want to see it. It's not a time to check out, it's rather a time to check in and allow yourself to feel. All right, my beautiful Aquarius, I will admit that I have cleansed space. I have meditated on your cards. But before we get started, I would like to do a cleansing with you. So you will be hearing 3 loud sounds and I will begin now. All right, my beautiful Aquarius, let's start with having a look at your spirit animals for the month of February. What is the energies for Aquarius? What is their spiritual animals, spiritual guides, and what do they need to be aware of and connect with through the month of February? Could you please guide them for their highest good? What is Aquarius spirit animals for the month of February? Ooh. Thank you so much. So you're getting the raccoon and the cosmic egg. So the raccoon is a creative creature. It's connected to the earth energy. And it's somewhat of a, I don't want to say a bandit, but it can masquerade and disappear into the dark. So let me have a look at what this all means from the guidebook here, if I'm actually getting told to read from it. So the raccoon is talented, shadowy, and in hiding. Raccoon energy is at play with all artists to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times it is limiting creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I'm ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until creative ego fear is resolved. When the raccoon is in balance, you are a generous friend and exceptional artist. When it's not in balance, you are competitive and a starving artist. And in order to bring this into balance, you need to make new work. We also have the cosmic egg. And if I remember it correctly, this is about one of the spirits. It is connected to the crown chakra, to be connected, if I don't misremember this. It is a card of completion, harmony, and the infinite within the finite. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we've tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veil of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as we are never going to get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of these cosmic contracts written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. And the cosmic egg is connected to the 7th chakra. The subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra at the top of the head, called Sahasrara. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine upwards towards Sahasrara. Each of the 6 lower chakras plays an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of a million suns. So these are your spirit animals for the month of February. So please, if you're more interested in whatever that means, have a little Google around. And we are also going to ask Spirit for some messages that you need to be aware of for the month of February. What is the theme for this month, Spirit? Could you please guide Aquarius for the highest good? What do they need to be aware of for the month of February? Thank you. Ooh, it's quite a lot here. But I'm going to take them all because you got them all. So beware, brace yourself. You have Uranus, spark of genius and ascension. So you might be having some great ideas at this time. You also have Black Moon, Lilith in Leo, and allow your light to shine. So maybe even really embrace this full moon in Leo on the 12th of February. We have calcination, dark night of the soul. You have a spiritual awakening. Maybe things around you are crashing down in order for you to rebuild it right back up and allowing your light to shine there. You need to also purify, cleanse and release things that does not longer serve you. It has probably to do with the dark night of the soul to actually be able to move on. You have liberate your truth, the Black Moon Lilith in Gemini, liberate your truth. So this is a full-on cleansing month for you to also, and a master manifester and honor your boundaries. With the Black Moon Lilith in Pisces. We have the moon a few times in Pisces this month as well. So this is your theme for the month of February. Liberating yourself, stay connected to your truth, cleanse, go through this dark night of the soul and allow yourself to shine and really step into your role as a master manifester of the month. It's like I'm just making things up as I'm going, and it's maybe you have loads and loads of ideas at this time, Aquarius. So I just want to have a look at what is the past energy Aquarius is going from or taking with them into the month of February. Thank you so much. We have the 7 of Pentacles. So this 7 of Pentacles is a card about waiting and a higher purpose. It's like you know that there is a higher purpose for you. So you're really connected, bringing that energy into the month of February. She has been growing these pentacles for quite some time. It has been taking a while and it's not fully ready yet. And it's a card about perseverance and diligence. And your patience leads to something better. Your patience leads to perseverance. There's a lot of work done, and once it's ready, it's fully there to be harvested, but it needs some more nurturing. All right, that's the energy that you're bringing into February. Could I please have any hopes or fears that Aquarius has for the month of February? Oop. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. There's a lot of pentacles here. I don't know if you have a lot of money thoughts going on right now, but it feels like you are hoping that you're going to be able to balance your material world. The 2s are about patience and balance. Patience, once again, you're hoping that you will get your priorities right and being able to adapt to change. And it's also a card about dealing with opposing forces. So once again, it's about the duality in our life for the month of February. There's also number 2 February is the second month of the year as well, so you got 2-2 there. I don't know if that means anything for you. You also got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. The Six of Pentacles is about a journey towards harmony, and she gives and she receives equally, if that makes sense. She is making sure that no one is taking advantage of her generosity, but also giving equals receiving. There's a compassionate understanding, and that breeds generosity. And also knowing that the position of having the upper hand can change at any minute, and you need to give from a pure place, and you have been. But maybe this is feeling like you're not giving and receiving everything that you've been giving out. You might be feeling that you're not receiving the same things back, or you're actually scared of that happening, that, oh, what if I put so much energy into this work situation and I might not be getting anything back. There might be a fear of that, but there also might be a fear of not being scared of not receiving compassion and understanding. That could be the balance right here. So you're hoping that you're being able to managing yourself and your material world, but also maybe scared that if this is a business reading, which it seems like it is, but I'm going to read it as a general reading, then you might you're balancing along just fine. You may be doing quite a few things at the same time, and you might be scared that you might not be getting the same amount of energy back, or that you might not be recognized for the work that you're doing. Right, so let's see what is the present moment here for Aquarius. The Knight of Pentacles. Wow, you got a lot of pentacles. So it just turned into a business and money reading. The Knight of Pentacles. You know, the Knights are like rebellious youths. They are excited and can be a bit risk-taking and a bit rational. But, you know, they are also coming from a place of humility and mercy and courage, and it's a card about being in your prime. And the Knight of Pentacles is dedication to hard work, routine, balance between achievement and ambition versus soul well-being. So I feel like maybe you overworked yourself here in this work environment. All right, what is the crossing energy here for Aquarius to the Knight of Pentacles? Crossing energy. Is there a challenge or a blockage, or is there an asset or a benefit to this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse? I feel like this card will be going into the upright once you start connecting with the energy. Ooh, another 2, another card about balance. This will go into the upright as you're working through the energy, and you're not fully there yet, not been fully there working through this energy, but I feel like you are scared that this might not be giving you what you, matching the energy that you're giving into it. But we have the 2 of Cups here. It came out in the position of the crossing energy. The 2 of Cups, 2, once again, is a card about patience and balance, but it could be a card about union, partnership, 2 becoming one, intermingling opposite forces. You have the divine feminine, you have the divine masculine. It could be about kundalini rising up through your body, and that is connecting to the cosmic egg there. So this crossing energy, maybe you're feeling like you are connected at work with your colleagues. It could be about you finding some love or some partnership, or that you are setting up the business to get into a partnership with another business. So that is, and is also about balance. So this Knight of Pentacles, if it is about work, then make sure that you are not overworking yourself, that there is a balance, because you have 2 cards here talking about balance, and that's what you want. You want a balance. There's cups are about emotions, habits, you know, intuition and healing, and making sure that you're fully into balance. What is going on in Aquarius' conscious mind? What are they aware of? What are they consciously working towards? Oops, thank you. Nine of Cups. So you're currently working towards emotional fulfillment. So the nines are a card that reflects elements of isolation. He's there by himself. But I never read this as a necessarily negative card, because he is there, he's been gathering all these cups. And usually in the Rider-Waite tarot, it looks quite happy actually, that he's been, you know, achieving all this emotional experiences, if that makes sense. It's also a card about heightened awareness. It's about comfort, emotional stability, knowing your worth, but not being taken for granted. So you are very aware that you might have been taken for granted here, Aquarius. You are very aware that you've been taken for granted, and you know that you deserve better than this. It's about finding fulfillment within. You don't know if you're going to stay at this work or if you're going to go. Could I please have some confirmation here on the Nine of Cups? What does Aquarius need to hear about this card? Oh, thank you. So happiness, divine, you have another 2 here. So 2, 2, 2. And this is also a card of Pisces. So it's also about emotions and healing. And if you were here for the astrological forecast for the month, the conjunction of the moon and Venus on the 1st of February will be about emotional stability, and the moon will be in Pisces at this time. But what you need to hear from this card is about happiness, divine love, blissful relationship, harmony, alignment, family, love and support, fulfillment, emotional stability and domestic joy. And it's actually the 10 of Cups. So you have the 9 and then the 10 of Cups. So you are very well aware that you're working towards for emotional fulfillment, and you don't know if you should stay in this relationship or if you should go, if it is a work relationship or if it is in a family situation, if that makes sense. But you know that you deserve better, and I think that is helping you in realigning yourself, which is absolutely great. Thank you so much, Spirit. What does Aquarius need to know? Maybe you are connected a little bit to the fire energy as well, because I felt like I needed to say Aries there, because burning bridges, but not necessarily seeing it burn down to the ground, but realizing that you deserve better and moving further. Does that make sense? What is going on in Aquarius subconscious? What do they need to be aware of, and why are they not where they need to be? Knight of Cups. So your subconscious is telling you that, once again, we have the Knight here, and maybe you have been a bit irrational, maybe have not been have the courage to speak up. Maybe you've been giving too much sacrifice. But the Knight of Cups is a card about diplomacy, romance, charm, you know, this beauty and art all around you. He's covered here in fish, which is symbolized by the subconscious or intuition even in the tarot. And he is, you know, in touch with his emotions and intuition and able to channel it into action. And it also symbolizes arrival of a cause of celebration, but this has been in the reverse. So it will go into the upright as you're working through this energy throughout the month. But you have not been in touch with your emotions or your intuition, and that's why you're wondering if this is actually, since this is in the hopes and the fears, I feel like you're hoping for a balance, and you will be getting the balance. The question is if you deserve better than what you're actually getting, and you're hoping that you don't have to do anything about this balance act, that is going to sort itself out, but know that you deserve better than that. The Knight of Cups, right? So you might have been a little bit out of touch with your intuition, but you're getting back into it. I feel that energy is moving on, and this will go into the upright as you're working through the energy through the month. Can I please have another card so that Aquarius knows? Oops, very many you're getting here today. Is your mind a bit scattered maybe? Oh, there we go. So about your subconscious here, you have also the King of Cups. So you have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. And this is describing you as you're working through your energy. So it is saying devoted, emotional, mature and balanced, intuitive, compassionate, supportive and empath. And it's a card of Scorpio, another water sign here. So you're really connecting to this side. If you're allowing it to happen, you are connecting to this energy, which will be greatly beneficial to you. Gonna have Aquarius energy for and Aquarius attitude towards the month. You have the Ace of Wands here. The wands are about creativity, and the wands and the aces are about new beginnings and energy, you know, inspiration, empowerment, first step in the act of creation, especially when it is a wand there. You have the fire of intention, you know, desire guiding like a torch, and you have the castle in the background there, but it's in the reverse. So maybe you feel like, I'm a little bit drained right now. I don't want to be doing this. I just want to be doing what I'm doing and just keep it at that. I want to reserve my energy for something better. But I feel like you need to take care of the emotions and actually do something about it rather than waiting. And maybe it's even better to say that you choose what to put your energy on, if that makes sense. Can I please have a card to describe the Ace of Wands and the energy and attitude Aquarius has towards February 2025? Thank you. Who are you this month? You have the Knight of Pentacles coming into the upright. It's just about balance. So once you get started and working through these energies, you are still being very practical and reliable. You know, slow and steady wins the race. You're hardworking, committed, grounded, patient, efficient, conservative, and pragmatic. So I feel like you need to choose here wisely what you want to spend your energy on. And you need to be in balance. You've got 2 twos here. You need to remember about balance. And maybe also these ascension and purify, cleanse and release, dark night of the soul is talking all about releasing what does not longer serve you. You know, you have these cards here talking about master, manifester, liberating your truth, speaking your truth and realigning yourself. You're not far, you're picking up on these signs and you are aware of what's going on. The question is, do you actually want to spend your energy on something that you feel is not working? What is the environment around you? How are the people around you influencing you and influencing you in the month of February? What is the environment around Aquarius looking like? Oops, you have the moon and this one as well. So you have the moon, so you don't know if it's intuition and you don't know if it's illusion. I feel like you all air signs are picking up a little bit on this energy here. You don't know if you should follow your hints or not. But since it's night, you need to just, and maybe it's dark, you know, at night, you need to take small steps to make sure you're not falling over. But you need to take steps in order to see if it's an intuition or illusion. Most of the time, if we feel it in our heart and in our gut, it is an intuition. If we only hear it in our mind, it might be a bit of an illusion. But I feel like you are really connecting to your intuition through the month, and you need to just allow it to happen. But because you are connecting to your emotions, you will be connected to your intuition and you will be guided. You have the World in the upright. Maybe you have been wishing to fulfill something, or maybe wishing to go on a trip. I feel like if you have planned a trip, maybe you need to cancel it. Maybe it doesn't move as fast as you want. Maybe you've been planning on having a move. Something will be stalled here. That's what I'm picking up on. And the World is the last card in the major arcana, talking about fulfillment, harmony, and completion. And I belong. And the instant one I feel here, if you have not planned any travels or anything like that, you do not belong in the environment where you're in right now. That's the one I'm picking up, because the World is fully like integrated and really a sense of belonging in your heart, and it comes up in the reversed. So it might be, you know, flipping out into the upright once you're taking steps towards realizing where you actually belong. And you have a dog night of the soul awaiting you, probably, if you are willing to take that road, and that is a part of a spiritual awakening. And this is also talking about a spiritual awakening. If you're willing to take it, it is a card about absolute unity and perfection and accomplishments from inner and outer achievements. And you are awaiting a new chapter once it goes into the upright. But right now, I feel like there might be some travel plans that might be on pause, and it might be hopeful at this time. But if this is about a working environment or a relationship or anything like that, you feel like maybe it's actually time to move on. This is no new energy to you. So if you are just clicking on here and wondering if your relationship is going to end, that is not the energy. I'm picking up on the energy that is already existing. All right. I also have a question about what if Aquarius is working towards these emotions and allowing intuition to come in and opening themselves up and allowing this purify and cleansing and releasing stage to happen. What is the short-term outcome? You have the Lovers into the reverse, and the Lovers is about partnership, union, duality, choice, love is shown in a healed heart. In my everyday actions, there might be some healing here that you are blocking right now because you're not willing to move on. It's also about divine feminine and the divine masculine. You have a little bit of an obstacle or a mountain there in the middle, where every single relationship you need to climb it up together, if that makes sense. But some people might be actually interested in you, but you might not actually find that energy with them, if that makes sense. Or you might be closing yourself off for a period of introspection and so on. So that's why it's in the reverse. It might go into the upright as you're going through the month, or it will go into the upright if you're working through this energy and allowing yourself to heal. Can I have another card here describing the Lovers, please? In the reverse, what else does Aquarius need to know about? Might be a friendship as well. Any relationships with the Lovers, it could be, it could be love, it could be partnership and business, is about these duality and these forces that need to be integrated. But since it's in the reverse, maybe you're not open for it. Maybe you are done and just need a break from socializing or working on this healing, that you need some time for yourself. But we also have, this is another few words to describe what you need to think about with the Lovers, and it is about delegation, release, taking a break, finally saying no, freedom, and lighten the load. So that is connected to the Lovers. So some of you might be breaking up with someone because they are not putting enough energy into the relationship as you are, or the same thing in a work situation. Yeah, I am very happy that Spirit confirmed that. Thank you so much. What is the long-term outcome for Aquarius for the month of February? What do they need to be aware of? Could you please guide them for the highest good? What is the long-term outcome? Ooh, 3 of Wands. So once again, it's in the reversed, but it will go into the upright. 3 of Wands, the threes are about new life, and there's a point of no return. Like you can't step back into your old life because your new life is awaiting you. And I also have 3 minutes left here on my battery. So you have maybe number 3322 repeating this month. And the Three of Wands. It's this lady here, she's looking ahead, she's looking out on the ocean. You have 3 ships out there on the water. And she's about to expand into new territory. It's going to be rapid growth, preparing for actions. She's just waiting for this ship to come in so she can actually start taking action. Actions today create tomorrow's future. It's in the reverse, so it will go into the upright as you're working through this energy. Maybe you're not ready right now to take on anything, but you need to just work through this energy and allow yourself to go a bit with the flow. Could I please have a card to describe the Three of Wands here that Aquarius needs to hear for the month of February? Could I please have a card? Oh, wow. Maybe you just need to calm down a little bit. I'm going to sort this out a little bit. You have another 2 here. You need to connect with your inner child, and it will help you with your self-doubt because you have low esteem and you might be feeling a little bit lack of confidence and feeling inadequate. So you need to connect with your inner child there. You also have the Two of Wands. And oh my God, this is the same. Okay, so, right. These came out together. So you have time to make a move, reach an impasse, stalemate, deadlock, decision, conclusion to be had. So you need to have a conclusion on the energies that you have been feeling throughout the month of February. Personal closure, refusing to close out a life cycle, shortcuts, delays, haven't learned or completed current soul lessons. So what are you stalling there, Aquarius? You need to have a look at that. You also have the cards of impulsiveness, ruthless, forceful, tyrant, domineering, and weak leader, vicious, powerless. Debt, one-sided, imbalance. You have the Six of Pentacles again, and they have a lot of kings and knights, and maybe 6-6 also means something. Impulsiveness, maybe you're scared that you will be in too much debt. Is that a fear? And that's why you're not taking a step ahead. You really need to connect with your inner child this month and see where you see yourself as a child and see how you can grow. And where would your younger self want you to be right now? What will your younger self say about this? Well, thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If anything resonated, please leave it a comment down below and leave a like. I would love to hear from you. And hopefully I see you in the month of March. Take care. Bye-bye.